Welcome back to What She Said Sports Podcast. Today, we are talking about the Buffs. That's right, our Colorado Buffaloes. We got some good updates I've seen firsthand through television. Um, some of the guys working out. And there was a Travis sighting again today. So let's just get right into it. But first, I want to start off with happy birthday to Caleb Mathis from Colorado, number 13. I saw there was a shout out to him, I think from his mom. I think she said he's 21. Caleb, 21. And she had a beautiful collage of photos throughout the years. Wonderful family. And everybody loves Caleb. And y'all can go to his IG or his YouTube page and wish him happy birthday. So happy birthday to Caleb Mathis from the What She Said podcast family. All right. So let's see. We're waiting for some of the squad to join us. I guess we'll start off with some music. How was everybody's day? It's pretty much the weekend, in my opinion. It's cold here. If it's snowing where you are, drop some snow in the chat. Atlanta is expecting snow tonight. I was out and about today. I went to the nail salon, and they were closing early, so their technicians can get home safely. So I don't know. I know it's snowing in Alabama. I've seen some photos. HBCU students love the show when their campus is white with snow and how they have fun getting to the dining hall and how they out making their TikToks. I'm assuming that's Alabama because I don't know if it's snowing in the Carolinas. Y'all let me know. But Atlanta is expected to get some snow tonight. So, I'm trying to stay warm. All right, let me put some music on. Just waiting for the squad to join us tonight. And let's see here. All right, so we're going to chill out. That's what we're going to do. Just vibe out a little bit. Got a couple of videos for us tonight. I want to show y'all some love. Thank you to my new subscribers. But I want to show y'all some love for the thumbs up and for watching the latest podcast videos and shorts on Facebook, IG, and Instagram. If you're on Twitch, let me know. I need to get at you if you're on Twitch. We go live. Currently, right now, we're live on Facebook, YouTube, and Twitch. All right. Let's see. Nobody's hanging out with us tonight? All right. So maybe everybody's snowed in. All right. So we're going to get going. I actually put together a video of Cameron Silver Craig working out. So y'all know I'm, pretty bullish on the guys making sure that they have social media to try to watch it, because I believe, for one, they should have it. They should have social media. Each of them should have social media with them working out. So we talked about the block bully, Chidozie. We talked about his social media is under his name. We even talked about Cam Ward's social media yesterday under his name, Cameron Ward. So today we're talking about Cameron Silver Craig. So we're going to take a peek inside of his conditioning, and there was a Travis sighting. And it seems that the place that I was saying that they are working out at, is quite a few people working out, training there. And this facility has trained track stars with the likes of Alex and Felix. This place is pretty popular with NFL players. It seems that they trained basketball players in the past. I don't know if they still do. Just looking for Do Not Disturb. Okay. And so that's why I guess we kept seeing people there. We saw Cam Ward working out there. Now Cameron Silver Craig. We saw Travis in the building yesterday. Travis was back in the building at the same time. Not necessarily working out with, but it just seems like there's a lot of guys getting ready there for the draft. So let's just take a look at Cameron Silver Craig. All right. So as you can see, tried to get some photos of Cam. I saw him working out the hurdles, 10 yards, 20, 30. Everybody's working on the 40, Shiloh included. And Cameron Silver Craig and Travis were running side by side. They were on the treadmill, getting their endurance up, their conditioning up. I think I like the hurdle one. When they jump the hurdles for flexibility, and it looks like he's going to be there until pro day. So Travis is going to the combine, which starts next week. I don't know when the pro day is. If anybody knows when the pro day is, let me know. But I know the combine actually starts toward the end of next week. I think it's on the 27th. Travis, I said yesterday, looks like he'll be working out as a corner on the first day, because the first day of the combine, the cornerbacks, when they work out, Travis will be there. And then on the second day, when the quarterbacks and the wide receivers work out together, I believe Travis will be working out as a wide receiver as well. That's what was announced, because everybody thought it was a mystery that he was just listed as a player in a combine as one way. And we were like, and I even told y'all, former Jet Scout said that he's actually a better wide receiver. I said the correct terminology is he's a more impactful wide receiver. On corner, he locks down the right side, or the other side that he's on. So he pretty much doesn't always get the ball thrown his way for him to be impactful. Unless he's just out and about and he's running another player's route, a receiver's route, and he's snagging the ball from them. But wide receiver, hands down, he's more impactful. I think he's good on both sides of the ball, but without a doubt, he's more impactful that you can measure as a wide receiver. So look for Travis. I think the combine will be on NFL.com. So look for Travis on day 1, which I think is the 27th, for the cornerbacks. So just check the calendar to see when the cornerbacks are going to work out, so y'all can actually watch it. All right, let's see. All right. So that's Cameron Silver-Craig. We talked about Chidozie, Cameron Silver-Craig. I'm on the lookout for Will Shepherd, BJ Green, Lavonta Bentley. I saw Justin Mayers today. I think he might be training at Colorado. I'm not sure. So that's who I'm looking for. So if y'all know that, they have social media out there, drop the handle in the comments and I'll go and find it, but I'm looking for it anyway. And I didn't know Cameron Silver-Craig actually had a YouTube channel, and it's not new, and it's under his name. I think it's Cameron Silver-Craig. So look for him. He has good content from when they got the Colorado. He and Jeremiah Brown were together, meeting with Coach Prime. It looks like Darius was doing the filming. So y'all go check it out. Show Cameron Silver-Craig's YouTube page some love as well. All right, let's see. All right. Okay. So we're going to flash that up one more time. You can see Cam working out. Just get ready. Looks like a few people training at the facility he's working out in. I think there's a Travis sighting. I don't know if I got it on here or not, but there was a Travis sighting. So y'all can go check it out. No, I didn't get it on this one. But there was a Travis sighting. So, all right. Now, in addition to Cameron Silver-Craig working out and me spotting him today, I already saw Shiloh working out. He's working out at Colorado. What I also saw Shiloh do today was bring the combine to himself in Boulder. So it looks like Shiloh was able to get the testers, the people that do the testing and provide the analytics, the data, to the NFL Combine, the testing times, etc. So, what better way to beat somebody at their own game? Bring the combine to you. Shiloh is getting ready for pro day up there. I'm thinking that's why Justin Mayers is there as well, getting ready for pro day. And it seems to me that, it's pretty efficient system where they have the markers. What I like that the gentleman that was actually working with Shiloh, that Shiloh brought to Colorado, he told Shiloh the race is won in the first few seconds. If you're a track star, you already know. It's all about how you come off the line, whether you're head down or head up. And, Shiloh wants to try to get Coach Prime's 40-yard dash. And then he want to try to somewhere get between Coach Prime and Shadua's 40-yard dash. And the gentleman told him the average 40-yard dash run at the combine is 4.5. He said 4.51. He said, but since you want to be better than average, you want to beat 4.5. And we're talking off, shaving off 0.1, 0.2 seconds. And I looked up Shiloh's 40-yard dash time, and it came back from the internet as a 4.3. Now, I don't know when that was taken, but remember, there's data on Shiloh for a while. So we didn't get to see what he runs. He actually ran a race. And while it wasn't bad, they didn't say what it was. You know, he has a target number in mind. I think it's like a 4. Coach Prime, maybe somebody ran a 4.4. So I think he's trying to get in there somewhere. So we're just going to keep our eyes out since Shiloh's up at Colorado training for Pro Day. Let's see. Hey, Regina. Hey, Queen T. I was just talking about Shiloh bringing the combine to him. And hold on. Bringing the combine to him at CU in Boulder. And they brought the equipment with him. He brought the right people. He looked like the team that actually does the testing for the NFL Combine, provides the data. Maybe they don't do the testing, but they provide the data and analytics. So I guess they're using their tools, their technology. So Shiloh brought that to Boulder. And, you know, he's trying to get around Coach Prime's 40-yard dash time, somewhere between Coach Prime and Shedeur. I said on record, it shows that he runs a 4.3. Shiloh is fast. I was just thinking about how, I guess if you go look at Shiloh's highlights, not necessarily the hitting, but Shiloh chasing down receivers. I mean, we loved him for that. And when he was out injured, we missed him. We missed his ability to track down, receivers and keep them from getting in the end zone. And of course, when he came back, what everybody remembers is the Kansas State game, but that's not what you should remember. What you want to remember is when he came back after the Kansas State game, the next game, which I think was Arizona or Cincinnati. And the first play of the game, he had a quarterback blitz. And I said, if the NFL drafts Shiloh to do quarterback blitzing alone, as if he's an edge rusher, I think he could do it. I think they would get their money's worth because he's actually really good at that. We had some other good edge rushers, in my opinion. We had Lavonta Bentley, Nakai Hill-Green, and Keaton Wade. Now, y'all know Nakai Hill-Green is at Alabama, which is probably why y'all keep hearing me talk about Alabama. I'm not too far from Alabama. I've already talked to 400 Media, and I was like, hey, you're going to have to keep an eye out for Nakai Hill-Green. Same thing with, I haven't met Kangaroo Black, but I'm probably going to send him a message. He's an Alabama fan content creator. And hey, y'all have to let me know what's going on with Nakai Hill-Green. Once a buff, always a buff. Just like, once a Tiger, once a JSU Tiger, always a JSU Tiger. So it said, I'm glad he's pushing through since he didn't get an invite to the combine. No, he didn't. But, here's the thing. Everybody that goes to the combine doesn't get drafted. So, only 2/3 of the people invited to the combine even get drafted. And then if you get drafted, based on where you get drafted is kind of like a tryout, So I think if these guys just kind of stay focused on their pro day, I think they'll be good. I think they'll be good. So yeah, I was happy to see Shiloh today. And did y'all see Cameron Silver-Craig? I did put up a video of Cameron Silver-Craig. It was a Travis sighting where Cam was. Remember yesterday we saw Cam Ward, and then I said, oh, Travis was there. So they must be in Texas. Well, I saw Cameron Silver-Craig, and there was Travis again. I said, okay, let me look this place up. It's outside Dallas. It's in Fort Worth. And it looks like there's quite a few people training there. It looks to be a pretty popular training facility. They have look like they have a lot of land to it. And Travis was working out. He wasn't working out with Cameron Silver-Craig, but he was working out along with a lot of other people that were there. And this facility was known to have trained track stars, including like Allison Felix. So they're in a good place. They seem to be in good hands. And matter of fact, the guy there that's training Cam, I heard him tell Cameron Silver-Craig, he said, it's all about you lining up and when you come off the line. That's where the race is won. And the gentleman that met with Shiloh, that Shiloh brought to Colorado, told him the same thing. But it also looks like Coach Swayze had told Shiloh the same thing. But what I like about it is the analytics that they captured. The gentleman that came, Shiloh brought to Colorado, said that he could actually give Shiloh a report that tells him when he takes off at the line, how many people are ahead of him. And when he gets further up, like 20 or 30 yards, who's in front of him and who's behind him. I'm like, wow. Now that's worth it. That's worth every dime. And I'm sure it costs a pretty penny for Shiloh to get him up there. But Shiloh's doing what he got to do to make sure he's where he needs to be. And that's something you can have to respect. You know, there's a lot of guys out here training. We're seeing their content. Like, to me, it shows determination when you see guys like Chidozie doing their thing online every single day. You know, I think I'd rather see that than somebody that's just not online at all. I think I'd rather see somebody, you know, doing everything that they can be to be recognized and to be taken seriously. So, you know, shout out to Chidozie, Shiloh, Cameron Steele McCrae, Travis. Even though we haven't seen Travis work out, it's okay. We see Travis, so he's out there working out. Travis said his workout routine, in addition to what he actually does, is his discipline is focused around eat, sleep, because he hired a chef. So healthy eating and the eating that he needs. I'm sure he needs to bulk up. So protein, healthy eating, or fitness eating, fitness nutrition, sleeping and working out, that and rinse and repeat. So I'm sure that's pretty much the same. I didn't see Shadua today, but I did see Coach Prime. I did see Coach Prime. So I'm just proud of the guys for the most part. But we're gonna get into this video, and we started off by wishing Caleb a happy birthday, Caleb Mathis. I left a birthday video on IG. Go check it out. Hit the like button, show some love. You can share it if you want to. But I'm trying to get in the habit of, you know, trying to stay on top of it. And I saw his mom's post. I think I follow his mom, Kim Mathis. So, you know, I just took the lead from there and was like, oh, let me, you know, make sure I say happy birthday. All right. So this is the video that we put together. All right. So, all right, let me see where I can start over at. All right. All right, so this right here shows a happy birthday message to Caleb. And then we go to where the buffs are. So I'm gonna go back one more time because I'm not trying to press play. I'm just trying to get it back. All right, so this is the video message we made for Caleb. Posted it on IG. Y'all showing some love. I also posted it on YouTube, you know, in the post. Don't forget that we have posts. If you see them, hit the like button. Hit the like button and, you know, show him some love. Go to his IG, go to his YouTube. Caleb is another Colorado player, just like Ben. They keep up with their IG pages. Jeremiah Brown, quite a few of the players. They have really good, robust IG pages with a good number of followers. So go show them some love. All right. So the Buffs today were actually on a visit. So they were actually doing a visit at, you know how they go out to like the schools? And I know I asked y'all what community outreach was that was in the budget for, what's his name? Coach Marshall Faulk. I don't know if this is considered community outreach or not, but if it is, I like it. And we've seen Colorado go up to the school before. Now, last time we saw the Buffs go up to the school, there was a young man who was being bullied. Now, I was wondering if this was the same school or not. Did we get to see this kid? Since this was like just them going back to the same school. So I pretty much thought it was kind of nice. And the kids love the players. They know who they are. They knew who Juju was instantly. They knew who Ben was. I think I saw Draylon was there. And yeah, so let's just take a look. Hold on one second. Let me turn the music off on this side so we can hear music on that side. All right. All right. So as you can see, you know, you got the players. Ben, they love Ben. Ben is a star in that town. I don't know where Ben is from, but they love Ben. They love him. And then there's Juju. So, you know, the kids knew who Juju was. And Juju's not from Colorado. If anybody knows where Ben from, let me know, because he's already a star. Now, I know he was there last year, but they instantly gravitated towards him. And I know he has like, he has social media. I know he has YouTube. He has IG. Go follow him as well. But they love Ben. And then they love Juju. They wanted him to sign like their Gatorade bottles and stuff like that. And so Juju love the kids. And there's Ben doing the prime. Now, you know, Ben is something else. They said after Shiloh left, Ben was going to take Shiloh's place. as the player to get on Coach Prime nerves. So he has been doing the Coach Prime's touchdown celebration. They out there signing autographs. There's Juju signing the Gatorade bottle. And there's Ben. And there's Juju. Okay, y'all. So I think Juju thought he was back in high school. Y'all know he finished high school in 2.5 years. He's young, but he's out there playing. He was out here playing football and basketball with these kids. It was like he was at recess. He was having himself a good old time. Look how excited he was. There's Kaden. Kaden got some fans at this school. So, okay, this is a good time to hit the like button. That's what this is. So if you're in here, 7 of us, go ahead and hit the like button for me. I appreciate it. Support the channel. This takes a lot of work and effort. I hope you support the channel just by hitting the like button. All right. So I want to play a game. So we're going to go back a bit. So I'm going to go back. I'm going to let this video start again. And then I'm going to stop it when we get to hit to the like button because we're going to play a game. So the game that we're going to play is Name the Receiver. So I have some video footage of the Buffs, and I happen to get the receivers together. And I want to see, drop the names of the receivers that you see. First name only. We don't need last names. For it, whatever name you know. Some people, you know them by their last name. Like Gibson, people know his last name. Omarion, we know his first name. So if you know O, drop O. If you see somebody else and you like, I can't spell his whole name, just let us know who it is. Remember, I said it's time for us to start learning who these players are. Recruiting, I'm not going to say is over, but it might almost be. But I think we have most of the players. So what we're going to do is play Name the Receiver. And when we get to the end, we'll check the chat and see who knew who. And that way, if we don't know somebody, we can try to figure out who it is so we can know who the entire wide receiver core is. Just like last year, you know, we had to learn when LaJohntay came in, we had to learn when Will Shepherd came in, and Omarion is the leader. You can see that in this video. So let's check that out. We're playing Name the Receiver. All right. Let's see. All right, hit the like button for me. Hit the like button. All right, I see 1, 2, 3. It's gonna go fast and it's gonna slow down so y'all can see. I see 4, 5. It's going down. Okay, so it's gonna slow down. All right, that was 6. It's gonna slow down. All right, there's 1. There's 2. 3. Don't cheat. That was 4 right there. All right, keep going. That's 5. That's 6. We already saw. That was maybe 3. All right, we know who that is. All right. I know who that is. I think I finally learned who that was. Curly hair. Yeah, I think I finally learned him. The one to the right of him. Y'all know him and y'all know him. I think we got everybody. I think we missing somebody though. Drop the names in the chat of whoever you see. Y'all know who that is. Yeah. Okay. All right. Receiver. Okay. So y'all ready? And drop the names of who you saw in the chat. And then we're going to go back again. I feel like we missing somebody. I saw somebody pop up on the video. I think I know who it is. So I'm going to go first. Let's see, guys. All right. Regina, do you know who you saw anybody in particular on film? Queen T, did you see anybody that you recognize on film? All right, so I'm gonna go with who I saw first. I'm gonna just let this video run so we could I'm gonna go back. All right, so we can see again. All right, that's 1. Let's see. Okay, 22 say he saw O. Miller, D. Miller, Mathis, Fordham. Who is Fordham? That's why I said I'm missing somebody. I think I saw O. I saw O. You know who else I saw that I wasn't sure if he was there yet? I saw Gibson. All right. Okay, 22. I think you got us on somebody. I think when it comes to somebody, you got us. Okay. I saw X. I saw Farrakhan X. I know I saw him. His name is Williams. Williams. That's his name. The one with the curly hair. Draylon Miller. So we got D Miller. All right, let's look at it again. So that's okay. We're gonna go back through and we're gonna name everybody. All right. I saw Timmons. All right. So let's go back. Let's see. All right, let's go back. Well, I'm gonna let y'all finish just in case. I know there's somebody. Okay, I know who that is. Okay, I know that there's somebody I saw. I don't know if that was him on the wide receiver side though, but y'all know who it is. I think that's who it was. 22, you got us when it comes to somebody. You said that was who? Fordham? What's his last name? F.O. Fanahan? Oh, okay, I don't know who that is. All right. Yeah, right there to the right of okay. We're gonna go back through it. We're gonna call them out. All right. If you didn't watch this video, go watch it. And that's Shiloh and Will Shepherd. All right. So I'm gonna go back. All right. Right here. No, right here. Okay. All right. I'm gonna turn the music off. Oh, I'm gonna turn it down. All right. Hit the like button if you're new, or if you're just coming in, hit the like button for me. There should at least be 7 likes. I appreciate y'all hanging out. All right, let's get ready. Caleb Mathis, happy birthday. Gibson, Timmons, Omarion Miller. That's O. Hold on one second. That's Caleb again. Who was that doing push-ups? That's O doing his dance. Caleb and O. Timmons. I don't know who that was doing push-ups. That's Draylon. I think no, that's Welch. That was Welch. He a running back though. He don't count. All right, let's go again. It's going slower. Caleb, Gibson, Timmons, Williams. Williams is the curly hair. A lot of the curly hair. I think that's Farrakhan X, or I think that's X. I think his name is Khalil. His name might actually be Khalil. That's O. All right, this is the last one. Make sure you got everybody. So we should know who they are by now. That's Williams. I know his first name is Williams. I think his first name starts with a J. That's Khalil X, or over there. That's Gibson. That's Timmons. All right, let's see. Who is that? Oh, that was Williams. Okay, that was Williams. All right, guys. All right. I think we got everybody. The one person I didn't get, 22 got. Let's see. Regina said Miller, Gibson. Okay, let's see. All right, is that everybody right there? Let's see. See, I saw, yep, that's Khalil again. All right, that's it. That was it. All right, that's Gibson. Who was that to the right of Gibson right there? That's who, I don't know who that is. The person that was standing to the right of Gibson. Watch, okay. Watch this scene. It's gonna pan back to the other side. Right there. Who is this? Who is this person to the right of Gibson? I don't know who that is. Okay, so I think we got everybody. I think we know who the receivers are. I think we know we got Caleb, Timmons, Omarion, Williams, Khalil X or X, Gibson. Gibson, that's 6. That's 6 receivers. And who was the person that 22 said? Farnham. Okay, so maybe that's who the seventh person. How many receivers y'all think there are? Last year it was 4 plus 3, I think. Okay, I think we got most of them. I think we have most of them. What do y'all think about that? That we have most of the receivers. We know who most of the receivers are. Hey, Crowley, we were playing guess the receiver. Regina says she not good with names. 22 said O. Miller, D. Miller, Mathis, Fanahan. I wonder, okay, 22. Is Fanahan this guy over here to the right? The one that's standing to the right of Gibson. This guy right here where my cursor is. He's a little shorter than Gibson. Are you saying that that's who Fanahan is? Because I don't know who that is. Otherwise, we know the receiver corps. Mathis, Timmons, Omarion Miller, Draylon Miller, Gibson, Farrakhan, Williams. That's 7. And maybe the Fanahan person, that's 8. So I'm thinking it's 8 receivers. I'm thinking we have 8 receivers, 4 starters, 3 starters. I don't know how many starters. How many starters y'all think we have this year? Last year we had 4. So I'm thinking we might have 4. O. Miller, D. Miller. Okay. All right. Okay. So yay, we know most of the receivers, guys. So this was very helpful. This was helpful. This is how we're going to get to know these guys. Oh, you said Farrakhan. Yeah. Farrakhan X. Yeah, that was him. Okay, so it's either 7 or 8 receivers. I don't know. I don't know if Isaiah Hodge is listed as a receiver. Remember, he's a two-way player. And I think I saw him somewhere. And I don't think that's him to the right. Who, if anybody can figure out who this guy is to the right of Gibson, then I can figure out who the other receiver was. But since they're working out in groups now, it's easier for me when I see players like Omarion from last year. That's how I identify, oh, this is the wide receiver corps. When I see Omarion's and Timmons, because Omarion, Timmons, and Draylon are the only 3 from last year. Farrakhan, Gibson, Williams, Hard is not new. Those 3 are new. So I don't know if it's 3 or 6. We'll have to figure it out. But we know most of the name. Oh, Mathis. So it's 4 returning. So 4 returning and 4 new. So that's good. Crowley said, I am still learning everyone's faces. Glad to hear Farrakhan is there. Yeah, he is. Because I don't know if he was there before. I knew Coach Prime said at one point, everybody is not here. So Gibson was there. Then I saw Farrakhan X. So do we have any tight ends? I don't know if we have any tight ends. I think we do. I think we got 2 new tight ends. Or Savell Smiles, I think he was a tight end. I don't know if he's coming back, going to the league. I'm not sure of his status. But he might be there. I never knew what he really looked like. So, okay, for the most part, this was a good exercise. For the most part, we know who the receivers are. If Hodge is a receiver, then he would be the 8th person. He would be that 8th person. So it's really 4 returning. Mathis, Draylon Miller, Omarion Miller, and Timmons. And then the new ones are Williams, Farrakhan X. I know it's somebody else. Oh, Gibson is 3, and maybe Hodge is 4, and he's returning. So 5 returning, 3 new. That's all we have right now. So we know 8 of them. So that's excellent. All right. So next time we're gonna have to play know the defensive line or name the defensive line. That's gonna be tough. If I see Preston Hodge and actually, I think the only one I recognize facial recognition is DJ McKinney. So if I see DJ McKinney around working out, I'm gonna know that that's the rest of the secondary. So we'll have to get them next maybe, and then we need to get the O-line. I'm starting to know who the O-line is. I know obviously Cash Cleveland, obviously Jordan Seaton, Tyler Brown is there. But Yaya, the big guy, he looks like he could be in movies or like a model. That's 4 right there. So that's pretty good. So I need to figure out who the rest of them are now. The standouts from today. There were 2 players that stood out to me while they were working out. One's name is Coleman. I don't know if who Coleman is, but they were lifting weights and everybody was cheering him on because he did that. I don't know how much they were lifting, but it was a lot. And he was a standout player, and a guy named Atkins, Atkins. Again, I don't know which group he was with to know if he was an offensive guy or a defensive guy, but he was impressive to me. I was like, Atkins and Coleman are two players. I need to figure out who they are. They are players to watch. You could see it. And most of our guys are big. It's rare to find somebody who's not big. Like, to me, when it comes to the receivers, I think Gibson might be the smallest receiver we have. Even Caleb is bulky. Gibson is actually gaining, muscle mass. But watch this again. Let's see. One more time. Let's see. Okay, that's Caleb, I think. No, that's Timmons. Okay. Now, you see how big Omarion is? Omarion has put on some muscle mass. Caleb has gained some weight. I would say Caleb and Gibson, probably the two, I would say the smallest ones. But Gibson gonna look like Omarion next year. Bet on it. Bet on it. That's him right there. Timmons is bulking up too, but he's tall. He's really tall. Williams is like Shiloh. He like to play. He's funny. He keeps them laughing. So Ben, Williams, and Shiloh all pretty much have the same personality. I think he's the comedian of the bunch. But anyway, so that's our video from today. With the guys, I'm just started over. We wish Caleb happy birthday. If y'all just joining us. They went up to elementary school. I was trying to figure out if this was the same school from last year. Remember the kid that came up to the school and Coach Prime sent the players over there because they were bullying this kid? I don't know if we saw him again this time or not, if this was the same school or not, but I thought this was an excellent activity. I know it made the players feel good because the kids they knew who the players are. They loved Ben. They loved Juju. Some of them took to, Caden. Caden knows how to warm up to people. And when the kids were gathering around Juju, he didn't get his feelings. I mean, this dude, I'm telling y'all, this dude is solid. He's not concerned about anybody. He's not intimidated by anybody. He's not jealous of anybody. He came in here with a mission. I got a job to do, and I got 1 year to do it. He don't care about none of that. He took to the kids. Other kids took to him, and it was nice. I think I saw Draylon. Juju, I think, had the most fun because he was actually playing football and basketball with the kids. Because y'all know he young, and they love that. And I was like, it's like he was playing at recess. So he caught the football over one kid. Then he actually blocked another kid's basketball. And, he was doing his little touchdown celebration. And it was nice to see that. And then, it went, I put the weight room together. And for some of you that didn't see Cam Ward and Travis, I didn't get to put it in my video, but Travis is working out at the same facility as Cam Ward, Cameron Silma-Craig, and Travis and Cameron Silma-Craig today were on the treadmill. They're not working out together. They're just working out at the same facility, which is in Texas. Remember, I was speculating. I said, I think this place is in Texas because I knew Cam Ward was from Texas. So, yeah, that's their routine from now until pro day when it comes to Cameron Silma-Craig. And when it comes to, I'm assuming Cam Ward is going to the combine. I think it was an automatic invite for him. So Travis and Cam Ward are working out the same place, getting ready for the combine. So, and we might see somebody else there. I don't know. I still haven't seen Will Shepherd. I haven't seen Lavonta Bentley and BJ Green. I saw Justin Mayer today. He's working out at Colorado for pro day. So I'm waiting to see the other three. Chidozie still out there. So y'all go show him some love. It's Caleb Mathis' birthday. Go show him some love on IG or YouTube. I think they said he's turning 21. Yep. So peace, Kiel. Welcome, welcome. It said, I'm still learning everybody's names. Yes. I think this was a good exercise, though. I think this was a good exercise to maybe try to, figure out who everybody is, at least at first glance. I don't know first and last names. Like Khalil, I feel like his first name is Khalil and his last name is Farrakhan X. I feel like, if I don't know. So I just keep calling him X. But but eventually I'll learn first and last names. Then I need to learn if Isaiah Harge was working out with the receivers or does he work out with the defense? I don't know. So I'm gonna have to focus on the defense next. So yeah, I guess that about does it for today, guys. This was good. I really like this. This was good. So yeah, that about does it for today. I dropped videos on, I guess they're called reels on IG. And let's see, IG. You can catch us on Facebook, IG, and Twitch. And don't forget Threads. So all of those platforms actually have content from what she said. So hello, family. Good to see you live. Thank you, Crowley. Thank you, thank you, thank you. So, yeah, I think we did good, y'all. We got most of them. All right, I guess we're going to get ready to get out of here. We can wrap it up. Tomorrow is Friday. So I'll be live tomorrow. Just hanging out if y'all want to come by and say hi on Friday. That's cool, too. I will be live at 8:30 per usual. I will be, yeah, that's who that is. Farrakhan X. That's his last name. So I'll be live tomorrow, guys. If y'all want to stop by and say hi. Thank y'all so much for hanging out with me tonight. This was good. If I could get my hands on some more content, you know I will. Like I said, I'm looking for Will Shepherd. I'm now looking for BJ Green, and I'm looking for Lavonta Bentley. If I can get their videos, then maybe we can keep up with them more. Does anybody know when a pro day is? Does anybody know when a pro day is? Yes, I did see Coach Prime today, Regina. Thanks for the reminder. So, Coach Prime today, assuming this was today, but apparently recently, and he sounded good. So I don't know when this was because we talked about yesterday. Coach Prime was under the weather. But Coach Prime had to go on a speaking engagement for one of his biggest sponsors, I do believe, outside of Nike, Aflac. So I just learned that Aflac is headquartered in Columbus, I keep saying Columbus, Ohio, Columbus, Georgia, which, by the way, Columbus, Georgia is the second biggest city in Georgia. They have a military base, Fort Greene, an army base there. The biggest employers are like a financial services company and Aflac, and Coca-Cola's there, and Frito-Lay's there. A lot of companies that you probably think will be in Atlanta or in Columbus, Georgia, for obvious reasons. Cost of living is more beneficial there, and the cost of doing business. And it looks like Coach Prime and them flew directly into the campus because on the video, it shows Coach Prime signing autographs. He signed helmets. He signed footballs. He signed Colorado Buffs helmets, by the way, that they wrapped for some of them off. He signed footballs. He signed, looked like Beats headphones, some different headsets. And I saw an airplane in the background. And I was like, wait a minute. Did he fly directly so maybe they went to Atlanta first and then took a smaller jet into Columbus, and they have like an airstrip going right up to their campus? Because if you watch the video, there's an airplane in the background. And I think I saw Coach Prime get on it and leave. So I'm like, wait a minute. I've never seen anything like this. So it was cute. There was a raffle. The people, like the employees that worked there, Coach Prime was in their office space. He had a talk with them first about, where he is in life because of his consistency. They did a raffle. This one lady was hugging Coach Prime. She didn't want to let him go. That was hilarious. And then, Coach Prime went into their office because everybody couldn't come to where Coach Prime was. So some people had to stay back and work. So he went to their office floors and he walked up and down and talked with basically everybody, saying hello. And he actually took a phone call. Like one of the ladies there was talking to, I guess, a customer of Aflac, a client or whatever. And it was so cute because he said, I want to talk to somebody. He wanted to be on FaceTime, but nobody could get him on FaceTime. And so he just stepped into this one lady's work area and he put the headset on. He said, hello, this is Dion. And the lady recognized who he was. I don't know how she knew. But whoever it was, he was talking to the other end was a lady, and she was happy to be talking to Coach Prime. So, he was trying to take like a customer service type call. That was hilarious to me. But and then afterwards, he had another event later on. It was almost like it was a leadership type where their leaders got together and he spoke. So he had two events in one day for Aflac. Then he hopped back on a plane, I guess, and they went back to Boulder. And the whole time, of course, he was with Sam. But y'all know they call her Mama T, Miss Taisha. She was with him. So, that's a lot. And I was actually thinking of how remarkable it was that Coach Prime took the time to speak to each one of those people when they went on the floor where they were working. He spoke to each one of them. And one girl, he braided her hair. He said, "I'm a real daddy." He said, "I'm a real dad." So go watch the video. It's really good. I think Darius was there filming at the time. So Bucky must be with Shador and Darius must be with Coach Prime. And I don't know who in Colorado. Somebody, it must have a third person, or Darius has cloned himself. So they might be scaling and have an extra photographer or a videographer or something, because I know Darius was with Coach Prime. But like I said, I don't know which day this was. But it was really good, though. It was really good. Yeah, it was. It was really good. So, yeah, Coach Prime, he really does go above and beyond. There's some people that go on these, like, appearances. That's what they're called. And they just stick to the script. But not Coach Prime. Stopping to braid this girl hair. She was on the call. She couldn't really, turn around and talk to him. And she had braids and he braided her hair, talking about, "I'm a real daddy. They don't believe me." See, and he actually did a good job braiding her hair. And, just talking to the guys up there, the, ladies up there. It was just really good. It was a good corporate event, but Coach Prime made it feel like like you were like somebody he already knew. He made it very personal, very familiar. So I like that. But I didn't know all that about Columbus, Georgia, Aflac. And it makes sense why a lot of those big corporations are there, because it's cheaper to do business in Columbus than it is Atlanta. So that was learning for me. You always learn something when you watch these videos. So 22 said, "Coach Prime is back feeling good. It was today because he mentioned that he was not feeling good. Okay, a day before. Coach Prime said that he feel good now, and he said legs go. You know what? That meant that IV worked. I think Miss Caroline, Sweet Caroline, was on here. Everybody was talking about Coach Prime being under the weather yesterday, and he talked about how he had the IV administered, and that's what Miss Lauren was talking about. And I guess it worked. So, next time I start to feel bad, there's places here in Atlanta. I'm just going to go get one. That's what they offer. That's the only service they offer. And they have different types of IVs that you can get with different concoctions or cocktails in them or whatever, medicinal cocktails. So, yeah, he looked good. And he was walking pretty good. The guy I guess that was over everything for Aflac, he knew Coach Prime. And I thought it was interesting. He's, when Coach Prime, I told you, he went on their floor where the offices are, and there were people working because everybody couldn't go to the first event where they were raffling off some of the things that Coach Prime had signed. The guy was like, "Well, we want to make sure, he not walking too much." So, he said no, it was good. At the end, he said no, I enjoyed it, and he did enjoy it. You could tell it wasn't a just cookie cutter event. He's not just your typical speaker. He's going to be personable with the people that you introduce him to. And that's what I like. And those employees are going to remember that for a long time, especially the lady that won she won a Colorado Buffalo helmet. So that was nice. That was really nice. So I'm glad to know he's feeling back, but that just shows you the power of those IVs. When you get them based on what's in them, that they really work. That they really work. Y'all have any other questions? Let me read the comments. Let me go back up to the top because I didn't. It said, oh, this is Queen T. She was saying hello, good evening. What she said, Shiloh wasn't invited to the combine. So he said the combine came to him and told Shiloh, "You're a Sanders. You got this." Yeah, he did good. I mean, you have to admire that about them. Okay, so because you don't invite me to the combine doesn't mean it's the end of the world for me. I'm gonna bring the combine to me. That's a flex. That's a flex. Believe it or not, that's a flex. So yeah, Shiloh's up there working out. Does anybody know when Pro Day is at Colorado? Is that something that's public, or Like, is that a date everybody would know? Let me know. I don't know. Let's see. Yeah, I am too. I mean, I felt like, there were other content creators saying, Cameron Silver Craig really should have got an invite. And in my opinion, Will Sheppard got snubbed. There is no way Will Sheppard did not get an invite to the combine. But I told y'all that was about football politics. So there's no way. Think about it. Everybody knew how well Will Sheppard had done. Not just at, it's not like he needed to go to the Shrine Bowl to prove himself. He just went to the Shrine Bowl because they invited him, and then he showed he's really that guy. So he didn't really need it, in my opinion. So I don't know. But football politics, I know that's what it is. Let's see. So yeah, that's what I thought. But yeah, they had a good time up at the school. I don't know how often they get to do this. I don't know how these things come about. But to me, when they go, I know it makes the kids feel good. It excites the kids, but it makes the players feel good too. Imagine you in Boulder, you might be homesick, or you don't know a lot of people. Like Juju. Let's take Juju for instance. Juju is young, and he's at this school competing at a young age. But then look at him here. Kids are coming up to him. They know he's a Gatorade sponsor. They sign my Gatorade, Ben is Ben. But look at him here, right here, catching the ball, spinning it on the ground. Cater threw a couple of passes. They asked the kids what position they want to play. So, they lined up with them. And in my opinion, when he played basketball, he blocked the kid. He looked like a kid having fun, like a kid. So for Juju, this experience, I think, was really good. But these kids are going to want to go to these games. And Juju gonna be there for a couple of years. Caden is one and done, but next year Juju's gonna be like Ben. Look at how familiar Ben seems because he was there already. So that's gonna be Juju next year. That's gonna be Juju. I like the guys to see them working out. I don't know if most schools have this type of setup. I think they should get it. I think it's beneficial because it does give you players that you like. Oh, I like him. Like Atkins and Coleman. I didn't know who they were before. I really don't know who they are now, but I'm intrigued and I want to know. I can tell you that during the season, I won't be surprised if I hear their names. So I think this kind of coverage is good. Remember yesterday we talked about that. People had asked, was the coverage kind of revealing too much? Is it the reason the coaches get poached? Is it the reason some of the players? Remember last year there were some players who redshirt and they knew they were going to leave, was seeing them in this type of setting one of the reasons that schools targeted them. I'm like, nah, just probably hatred, just like competitiveness, so. And there was a report about Trevor Woods. Anybody know what's going on with Trevor? I don't know where he is right now, but I think he was in, I think I saw a video about him. I didn't get a chance to watch it, but let me know. Does anybody know where Trevor Woods ended up going to school? $400, that's okay. We still here. I think you should have Mama T on your show. The lady is amazing. That lady don't have time to talk to me, but I'll ask her. I think she's the one. If I'm not mistaken, I think she's the one who does all of the logistics for the teams. Like right now, they're in the off season, so that's probably why. I was shocked to see her traveling with Coach Prime. I didn't know she traveled with Coach Prime. One, she's planning Travis's wedding. She's their wedding planner. She does all the logistics for every single game. I think it's off season for her, and she's traveling with Coach Prime, so I don't know in what capacity she is. Well, I will say this. I don't know. See, Sam said he was going to be working for Shedeur, and they were teasing him in New Orleans because he was with Shedeur. But then Coach Prime was there, and they were like, oh, you're going to get 2 checks. And he was like, yeah. So I don't know if Sam is getting ready to shift to Shedeur and Mama T is getting ready to shift to Coach Prime's activities. Like, there's a reason she's traveling with him all of a sudden. I mean, she looked really nice, but there's a reason for it. It's not just for nothing. It's a reason. And it could be that maybe Sam is going to shift to taking care of Shadour's activities once he gets drafted into the league. And Mama T might be the one that starts taking care of, like, when Coach Prime goes on these speaking engagements and all these, like, she becomes his assistant. Because once Travis gets married, I think in May, think about it. Think about the timing. We got the spring game, which is at Colorado. So I don't know if she really got a plan for that. The season don't start again until August. They have a bunch of camps in July, June or July. Travis gets married in May. The draft is in April. So if Sam is shifting from Coach Prime's assistant for the most part to Shadour's, that means after April, Sam switches to Shador, and Mama T is traveling around learning the ins and outs of Coach Prime daily activities on these speaking engagements and the things that he does. So she can take over that, because Travis's wedding is, for the most part, is planned. I mean, once she does the last thing for them, she's at the wedding. That's it. So that's what I'm thinking. That's what I'm thinking. It said, I think Sam will do both. I don't know how he can do both. I just don't see how he can do both. Only because Coach Prime does so much. But you could be right. I don't know. I hope. 400. A lot of people feel that way, but I think we just need to go ahead on. And if God don't intervene, it's because he know he can't handle the breakup right now. So, you know. Yeah. That's you know, that's something. So Regina says she thinks Sam's gonna work. Now, Sam did say he was gonna work for Shador and Coach Prime. I don't see it. I just can't see it unless Shador is low maintenance and he don't need a lot. But I just don't see it. Coach Prime has stuff going on all the time during the season, and I don't know about Shador. I don't know. We're gonna have to wait and see. So I don't know, but there's a reason for it. There's definitely a reason for it. She's definitely there for a reason. And Trevor Woods is still in the portal. No one has picked him up. Trevor should have stayed, and the pro day is not available right now. Oh, okay. Thank you too. Are you serious? I thought he had gone to another school. You got to be kidding me, because, okay, this is what I understood. Jeremiah Brown and Trevor Woods, remember, they both were going to redshirt it, right? So it was a known fact that it was possible that if not them, maybe some guys on the O-line, somebody redshirted for money, they said. In other words, a school's like, hey, I want you to come play for me next year, but right now you need a redshirt. That took them out of commission for Colorado. Of course, who do we hear redshirting? Outside of Keaton Wade, which I knew it wasn't him, was Jeremiah Brown, Trevor Woods. And remember, there was some people on the O-line that were cut. One went MIA, one was cut, 2 people. So maybe it was them. So maybe it wasn't Trevor, because if it was, he should have had another school. And remember, Jeremiah Brown hopped in the portal. So he redshirt, hopped in the portal. And then once Nakai Hill-Green left for Alabama, he decided to take himself out the portal and stay with Colorado. But Trevor apparently didn't make the same move. But I knew they were making the same move at the same time when it came to redshirting. Oh, I hate that. But, I mean, honestly, they said he wanted to be a safety. And Coach Prime and the Buffs thought he would be better at linebacker. But if you want to be a safety and not a linebacker, I don't know. But one thing about, I think I heard Derrick Henry and Michael Parsons saying, they said, when you first got to your university, you were a running back, and then that's what you wanted to be. And they were like, okay, your first day here working out, I want you to be a linebacker. And he was like, what? He said, yeah, they lied to me. He said they lied to me. I think it was Michael Parsons. He said they lied to me. He said they told me I was going to be a running back the first year. He said, but they told me I need you to learn linebacker first. So what happened with Trevor really kind of was what seems to happen a lot. And if you guys know, you played football, or your children played football, your niece, your nephews, or you just know, If that's how it goes, based on what they were saying on Micah's show, with he and Derrick Henry, that even though they draft you as a running back, they wanted him to learn linebacker. So Trevor was a safety, and I think he got switched to linebacker, and I don't think he liked it. So I think he wanted to go back to safety, but I did not know he is still in the portal. So what happens to him now? What happens to him now? That's the question. It said, I'm with you. Queen T and 400 have the same sentiment. It's obvious that's what he gonna do. And you know how let me tell you how you would know if that's what he wasn't gonna do. He wouldn't have a constant companion or a chaperone. The moment you stop seeing that, then that's how you know something's going down. So as long as you see his shadow, that's what they're marching towards. It said football season, Coach Prime will slow down. Yeah, but see, it's true. Coach Prime slows down, but Mama T ramps up. Remember, she plans I watched her talk about this. She plans all of the logistics on the departure from Colorado. Whatever they do that day, the food they get, this, that, and the other, the bags, gotta go, the buses, the planes, and then she gotta do the same thing on the other side. And then she gotta make sure they picked up on time, that they have buses, planes, food, hotels. I just don't see her being able to. I don't know. It's a lot though. It's a lot. I was impressed, and remember, she was also doing that, planning Travis's wedding, because according to her, on Coach Prime season 3, when we watched that back during the season, remember we watched it. She already said the wedding was planned. I mean, ain't no surprise there. It makes it harder. It's like she's putting up obstacles to make it hard for Travis to go, you know what, I don't want to do this because I already paid for this. He's frugal. Or she already paid for it, guilt, that type of thing. So Mama T said the wedding was already planned. So really and truly, it's not much for her to do there. I think they were trying to plan food or something at the time. So the wedding is locked in steps. So, but again, it's nothing a check can't fix or a wire transfer. Coach Prime is married to football. He is. He actually said that out loud. He said that out loud. So here's the thing. I asked the question yesterday, was Coach Prime starting to feel like an empty nester? You got Shalimai down in Montgomery living her life. DeAndrea, I saw her today. She posted with one of her sponsors. She's an ambassador for a company that makes kitchen equipment. So she's moving on and doing her thing. No reason to pity her or feel like she's in a bad situation. She just got up and moved on. And then who else? You saw Shiloh. He lives in his own space. We know this. Bucky has his own space in Colorado. But of course, we know Coach Prime built his kids a property on his property. And then the last one that actually really still lived there was Shedeur. And we know Shedeur is gone. I don't know if Shedeur is still in Vegas. But he's been to Vegas twice. So if I look up and see him in Vegas one more time, then I'm going to know he got a spot in Vegas. Now, where he was, his hotel was gorgeous. His hotel was gorgeous. And if he gets drafted there, I'm pretty sure he's going to live in something like that for a minute until he figures it out. But remember, he went to the game and he was sitting courtside in Vegas, third time in Vegas, by himself. And he ran into Asia Wilson, who, by the way, congratulations, Time Cover Women of the Year. It was like they were talking about that might be his home. And y'all see he's spending time there. So I don't know. So, Mama T also does the planning for the football team. Yes, she does all of the planning, the logistics, everything. So I don't know. But I know she's traveling with him for a reason. But, it could be a treat, too, because she works really hard. Trevor Woods, too slow for a safety and too small for a linebacker. Trevor Woods may have to go. So, okay, 22. If he's still in the portal, what happens to his eligibility? Can he stay in the portal this year and go to another school next year? How does that work? I heard Russell Wilson might go to the what? The AFC League? What is that? What's the AFC League? It said, no, Coach Prime is trying to hold on to Shedeur. I think he has lost that battle. I think this new girlfriend is taking his mind off of Shedeur. Probably. Because Shiloh already has his own place. I seen a podcast today saying Bucky and his girlfriend broke up. I did see that. And I sure hate that, but it happens. And yeah, I think it is true. I did see that on a non-sports channel, actually. So somebody who maybe follows Colorado but has a channel that's not focused on sports dropped a video saying that Bucky hadn't saying that Bucky and his girlfriend had broken up. And at the time that came out, because I noticed I hadn't seen any content from Bucky, and not on Well Off Media. And somebody, actually a lady, put in the comments, are we on punishment? Thank you for dropping another video. So they must have been having something going on. And you see, he kept it behind closed doors. So, yeah. But Deandra was in a great space today. I don't know where she lives. I'm sure she got her own place. She was in a great space today. She looks good. She looks, like I said, she just moving on. So, hopefully Bucky will do the same. I don't know how long Bucky was in his relationship. But saying goodbye to somebody that you loved, even if it was for a year or 2 or 3, it's hard. And that's what I was saying about Travis, is for in his situation, it's easier to say, even though it's difficult, if you had to pick your poison or say goodbye or be broken, you rather say goodbye and lament the relationship and grieve it than to be broken, because that's different. And even though we see Deandra moving on, she's clearly not broken. Bucky, we haven't seen him. He might need a minute, but he probably not going to be broken either. It just might take him a minute to bounce back. But Travis, the least experienced one. They say Shedeur in his relationship, before now, quietly split up over the summer. We didn't know. You know what I'm saying? So some people are resilient and can bounce back, whether it's because they have experience in ending relationships. They know it's not the end of the world. They're going to move on. Travis's situation is different. It's like somebody's latched themselves onto him, and he does not seem to think he can function happily without either, but he don't look happy with the situation. So his situation is more worrisome than the rest, and it's not due to age. It's due to inexperience and being totally blind about what's really going on with you. There's a moment that when you're in a relationship, okay, and it starts to get weird, there's the first moment you realize something's not right, and your intuition is like telling you something's not right, but that doesn't mean you don't know. And then there's the moment that you realize something is not right. You don't know what it is, but you know something's not right. And it's not even that moment that takes you down. It's the moment that you find out what's wrong. And then it goes all the way back to the beginning. And you start to wonder, did you ever love me? You've been playing me this whole time. And that's where rage, that's where anger, that's where blacking out comes in. And they call it flashing out. It's a reality. And when you under the age of 25, that's why y'all hear so many young people committing heinous crimes. And it's just because they haven't made it to that part where their frontal lobe is fully developed, where the emotions don't make them flash out and they just flip out. That's what happens with very young people. Travis is very young, very inexperienced, and don't know what's going on. But when you find out the way you handle that, and people like, let him crash out. Everybody crashing out is not the same. Some people's crashing out have led them to the penitentiary. Some people's crashing out have led them to the cemetery. So you got to be careful when you say, let him crash out. There's a reason why strangers to each other all over the globe was like, you got to run. There's a reason for that. And it's not because, he's young, innocent, we like him, he's a good football player. No, it's because we know what being in a toxic manipulative relationship can do to you. And we also know that once you find out, it could be disastrous because you probably ain't gonna just get up and walk away. That rage takes over that you've been played. That's different. That's different. And sometimes people don't come back from it. Whether they take themselves out or they take the other person out. It's not always. And even if they just cry about it, they're gonna be crying for a minute. It's not something that you just gonna, it changes you as a person. It changes you. It changes you who you are, your soul, the way you move, who you trust, who you don't. Betrayal, it changes you. So that's why strangers and all over the globe are like, bro, just run. Just run. So for him, saying goodbye and not understanding why you have to say goodbye to somebody that you love is going to be harder. I mean, it's going to be easier than being broken by this one person who you thought was your everything. That's that. That's that. So that's that. The league that's owned by The Rock. Oh, okay. So that means Russell Wilson still want to play. Okay, Queen T, that's good info. Thank you. It said, did you see Dr. Cheyenne and Coach Prime on his Tubi show? No. When was that? I thought I saw Lil Duval, but I didn't watch it yet. The last one I saw was Valentine's Day. K. Daniel, I'm going to have to go watch that one. That's interesting. That's interesting. Was that a recent one? K. Daniel, was that recent or was that before the end of last year? It said, Bucky been with this girl for a while, I think. Yeah, that might be why we don't see him. I think I picked up on the fact that Darius was doing a lot of the recording, I think. I don't know. If not, somebody else is. It said, I don't think he's blind. I think his eyes are wide open, and that's what he wants. I think he's in too deep to let it go. I'm going to tell you right now, he's blind. Travis don't know what's going on. Travis thinks, oh, I just met this pretty girl at a party, and she doubled back because I made her like me. That's what he think. He think because, I kept texting her, and then one day she circled back. And he might be okay with the fact when he finally realized, because the internet told him, her brother was the one that put her on you. And I'm going to tell you again, there's a third party. I told y'all it's a group project. When he figured this out, I'm telling you. So betrayal cuts deep. And if he knew he was being betrayed, see, it's one thing to have somebody manipulate you to do their bidding. That's one thing. But it's a whole nother thing after they do that and then they betray you. See, betrayal affects everybody different when they find out that they've been played the whole time. So while he might know what he's doing in terms of, yes, there are red flags. Yes, she was fooling around in year 3 when we were together, yada, yada, yada. I forgive her. I'm going to move on. See, that's different from, I've been plotting on you the whole time, me, my brother, and this dude over here. See, that's different. That's different because there's no way the ex-rapper base should know she got a million reasons to do anything unless he just speculating. So, this will come out when he can handle it, because I don't think he can handle it right now. He don't look okay. I saw him doing his little, silly dance or whatever, but, he don't like being on camera. You could tell, he does his show, but it's like he always has to have somebody around. It's like he's not comfortable in his own skin right now. And when he go to minicamp, that's a different scenario because can't nobody follow him around at minicamp. So we shall see. We shall see. Okay, thank you, Daniel. Okay, I'm going to go look for it. I bet it was good. I saw Dr. Cheyenne and what's his name? Cam Newton. I did see that. That was interesting. It said, hey, Lisa. It said, I hope Travis doesn't come to realize that she truly ain't good for him on the journey he about to embark on. Got to keep him in our prayers. Yes, we do have to keep him in our prayers. He gonna find out when he can handle it. It's true what they say. God don't give you too much you can't bear. And the reason why that situation is still going on, because he got to get drafted for his own sake, for his own, hopefully his own family's sake. I don't even see where they come into play, but That's one of those things where, because he probably can't handle it right now. He probably can't fathom it. He obviously can't believe it. And even if he does believe it, he's still too latched on. Somebody said he has I forgot this syndrome that you have when you're emotionally attached to your abuser. There's a name for that. And somebody called it out a few months ago. And when I was doing comments, this was before I started live streaming, and I had already read about it. I said, "Yep," and that's what he is. So that's one of those situations where, to me, when he go to minicamp, to be honest with you, if you go all the way back to Jackson State, this gonna be the first time he's been by himself on a journey, a physical journey, outside of a football game with Colorado. That's it. So who's at the football game? Before and after, right? Minicamp will be the first time, because if I'm not mistaken, they go away somewhere. And I mean, I don't know, if they can see their people, they probably can. I don't really know. If anybody been in the chat, been to minicamp, know somebody been to minicamp, share with us what the conditions are like. But I do know he can't go home every night. I do know that. And he's supposed to be bonding with the players, and that's gonna be interesting. But this will be the first time, a full block of time. I don't know how long minicamp lasts, but this will be the first time in a significant amount of time outside of a football trip that he won't be with them. Notice I didn't say her. I said them, his shadow. This will be the first time that things start to culminate. And see, what happens is people are saying she thinks for him, right? This will be the first time he's gonna have to think for himself. This will be the first time he's gonna have to make decisions by himself. This will be the first time, he said one of the problems was she was always around. She won't be around. He gonna be around other people. I'm sure other people will respect him, but somebody probably gonna have something to say. And even if they didn't, this is the first time he gonna have to make decisions for himself. I'm sure his phone gonna be blowing up. This is first going away trip. That's what it is. Since he been in high school, think about it. This is for a reason, and it should be a time of self-discovery. It should be a time like when you go to camp for the first time, away from your parents, and you bond with it. That's what this is for him. This is like him going to camp, and he's away from his parents and his chaperones, and he gets to bond with other people and realize what it is that I like. And whenever you have a person that go to camp or you went to camp, when they come back, they're a little different every time. They're a little different every time. So he getting ready to go to camp, and he's supposed to get married after camp. So if he make it through camp and after that, then, it is what it is. Good evening. I think Coach Prime will persuade DeAndre to move to Colorado, given her situation. Nah, I think she gonna be with her mom, Gracie. I think she gonna stay now. Now that Bucky's not in a relationship, that's a different dynamic. So now DeAndre is not in her relationship. Bucky's not in his relationship. They are biological brother and sister, full brother and sister. So that throws everything up. And the space she was in today when she did her video was really nice. It was really nice. So I don't know who's where, but I did think, Gracie, that she was going to go to Colorado, but I don't know. Coach Prime's kids are pretty independent. Most of them, think about it. Every last one of them. The Giants talking about Coach Prime and Shadua's shadow. I'm like, have they seen Shadua's hair? And did they see the video where Coach Prime was looking for Mr. Bob? No. Shadua has definitely been independent for a minute. Now he go home, he respect his dad, he like him, he want to be around him, but all those kids, they do their own thing. But now that these two are not in a relationship, it might be a good opportunity for either one of them to have a space together. But Bucky already got a place in Colorado, so she might come up there, Gracie. She might come up there. She might. It's cold though. It's cold. And it might be cold in Atlanta, but you might be on to something. But I could kind of see, I don't know. I think the way she lives, she's so used to Miami, Atlanta, this way, Dallas, I don't know. But anything's possible because now she got a baby, so it's different. It's different. So you probably onto something, Gracie. It says she was on first with the Duval show. Oh, I'm gonna go watch it. I'm gonna watch it tonight. I did not. I did not know she was on there. 22 said, Shadur said that the only woman that he loves is his mom. I believe it. Shadur is more mature when it comes to women. He says that he focuses on football. I think because he's the youngest boy and he's seen his dad, Bucky, and Shiloh. And one thing about him, since he was little, he referred to himself as a PIMP. I never forget that. And they brought the girl that was older to talk to him. It was like a prank. And he said he liked older women because they're not messy. So I agree. He's definitely mature. Definitely. It said, hope he call off the wedding. Hey, Lisa. Yeah, we do too, but I gave up on it. I think he's going to have to go through this. I think he's going to have to go through it. Because if he doesn't, he's going to end up in the same situation again. Unfortunately, if he doesn't get married, he just going to find somebody else and he's going to go back through the same cycle. So, unfortunately, this might be one of those things, a learning opportunity about who you are and what you allow. And unfortunately, it might have to go all the way. And he might have to get burned severely, 5th-degree burns, if that's even a thing. Because that's the only thing that's going to make him be different. How do I not end up in this situation again? Because I'm telling you, if she was just up and leave, he's going to be sad, but he's going to go find somebody else and do the same thing. And that's not what you want. You want him to grow. So this might be something that got to happen. I think that's why I gave up on it. Because I kind of could see all of how obstinate he is with people trying to help him. I'm like, okay, so he got to bump his head first. And some people have to bump their head first before they learn. Some people have to break their back first. Not me. I don't. I can watch you struggle and I'm not going to struggle. But everybody's not like that. That's where arrogance comes in at. And arrogance goes before the fall. So that's what you're dealing with. You think she gonna try to get in his suitcase? That's funny. He might be the one doing all the calling, trying to figure out why she ain't picking up. Really, be surprised. That's hilarious. 22 say Travis don't want to believe it. Travis marrying too early because he will be away for a while, away from home. Also, those other girlfriends. Yeah. And you know what? I think that's what's going to end up happening to him. I think he's not going to know how to process. Okay. In other words, like, unfortunately, when some people in a relationship, sometimes they feel stuck. They might want to get out of it, but they can't. Whether it's their pride or whether they immature or whether it's, it's stupidity, whatever. I'm stuck. I don't want to be embarrassed. I don't know how to deal with this. So I'm going to go find me another woman. And if he end up in that situation, that's going to cost him. So unfortunately, that's what immaturity does. And yeah, he's too young to be married. He's too young and he's too inexperienced. Deandra probably got her hopefully, Regina, hopefully. That's what people were saying in the comments. Everybody's talking about how privileged she is. Her last name alone makes her super famous, Coach Prime. They're like, girl, your daddy is Coach Prime. Somebody was like, how are you not married to a football player, an agent? What they said, what is it, the type of doctor, the team doctor? He's talking about she need to be married to a team doctor, a football player, a coach, a referee. They said she need to be dating somebody like that. Anybody like that. So I was like, yeah. But she, her family is a football family and they are a music family, Coach Prime raps, and sang and dance. You got Bucky, you got Shiloh and Shadur. Shadur's music is good too. So the pendulum swung to the music side. Hopefully now, maybe the pendulum will swing to the sports side. Not that it's probably any better, But people in the comments were like, girl, you should be dating a referee, a coach, a trainer, or somebody. They didn't like him for her. I will say that for sure. They did not like him for her. But she did, her dad, I think, shared, or somebody else shared. I didn't know. She struggled with fibroids. I said, okay. And I know Coach Prime said they prayed for them to for her to have a baby because she didn't think she could. And when she got pregnant, apparently she had fibroids. This is on the internet. I'm not saying anything that's not already out there. Apparently when she got pregnant, she actually had a fibroid at the time or something like that. So for her, this is kind of like her miracle baby. And I'm like, okay, that changes, that makes things make a little bit more sense to me. Not that it was a good decision. In other words, okay, this is what I want for myself. At this particular time in my life, this is what I want. I could have lined up A, B, and C. It was going to be one of them. It didn't matter. It didn't matter who he was. And it should have. But it didn't matter who he was. It didn't matter what kind of person he was. He had what she needed to get what she got. And that's just what it is. I mean, people don't want to admit that, but she's 32. That clock is ticking. And if you struggle with this and the doctor told you couldn't do this, I'm going to do it. So, and that might be why she's okay. That might be why she can get up right now and make another video about sponsors. She's done 2 different promos since Valentine's Day. So she good. And that could be why. Because as much as I would have liked this to go all of the way, there was a different reasoning for the relationship. The baby. And that's cool because she got a loving family. That's one thing about it. We're going to see Snow on that field next year. We're going to see him. He's going to be 1 in the fall. And we're going to see him out there with his little DT96s on for sure. And he's going to have so many people loving on him within their own family unit, you know, so. And they talk about how her brothers didn't like it. Coach Prime said it. Shiloh for sure didn't like it. And people were shocked because they thought, you know, he didn't get along with her, but that's not the case at all. So, you know, Shiloh's just independent. Shiloh seemed like one of those people, when you call him, he gonna call you back when he get ready. He might be in the studio, but, you know, his phone is not his priority. So they said out of all of them, he probably was the most vocal. Coach Prime been trying to get his daughter to come to Colorado for a while. Well, she might be, because I'm telling you, the space that she made that video in was very nice. Very nice. And didn't y'all say Coach Prime's sister lived there too? So she's around her aunties, you know, her cousins. She might have little kids. I don't know. And to me, honestly, that estate is palatial. I would just go there. That's where I would go. And that could be where she is, because the place she made the video is very nice. Very nice. It said, Hope Minicamp will help Travis to do self-reflection on himself and the relationship. Oh, that is a good time for self-discovery, Lisa. And this will be his, I'm saying, since probably ever. I don't even know if he even realized when was the last time he would have spent that much time away from this situation, because he been smothered. He just don't know he been smothered. And it's going to take him to be around other people to realize he been smothered. And he probably already know, because I think he actually spoke to it. He said that's the hard part. She around all the time. So I think the substitute is, well, if I can't be around, I'm going to send my brother. So at what point does he realize, okay, so now he's smothering? So I don't know. It could be minicamp. I don't know. So, because, you know, he's going to have to try to have a rapport with some of his teammates. You know, you can't be distant. You can't be distant from the team that you're on. You know, that's one of the things I talked about when we saw Juju, Ryan, and Shedeur throwing the ball. You know, I was like, where's Juju? But I said maybe he in class. And then there's a video out there. He's somewhere throwing the ball. So maybe his schedule doesn't align with theirs. But then when I heard he was out throwing, I said, okay, you need to all get together. You need to all get together. You can't be doing all these separate things. Because here's the thing. Football is a team sport. It's a team sport. And Travis nor Juju, they can't separate themselves from their environment because they're afraid of what somebody might say. Both of them have an issue being on camera. Juju seemed to be really good today with the kids up at the school. So, you know, hopefully that ends that for him, because he needs that team dynamic. You need to build a rapport with your receivers just like Caden and just like Ryan. Now, I don't know how Shadua working out in Colorado came out. I knew he said he was going to do it. I knew Juju was there that day. I feel like Ryan was the guy that asked about it, but you saw Caden and Ryan throwing alongside Shadua. So, Juju going to have to work himself and look like he had the fun he had today with those kids. He needs to bring that energy to their practice, their workout sessions. Stop shying away from the camera. You're going to need to be on there eventually. Just get it out. That's the same thing I noticed with Travis when we saw Cam Ward working out in the same place that Travis. And then, we just saw him talking. It's like he didn't want to really work out or whatever. And Cam went to do his thing. And then we see Travis and Cameron Silver Craig running alongside the treadmill. Then we don't see Travis. We see Cameron Silver Craig doing his thing. So, it could be, we don't know. But the point is, you can't shy away from your life forever to try to protect something that could blow up in your face, because then you're going to have to come back to the life you've been running away from. And that pride and that sting that you going to feel anyway, it's going to be there waiting on you. It's going to be there waiting on you. So Juju had fun today. I hope we see him, having fun with the guys while they're working out. I realize it's a serious activity, but, you don't have to take yourself so seriously. You know what I'm saying? Her mom live in Texas. Her mom live in Texas. Regina. And I don't know if they still in the same place. She could be though. It said Crowley said, I didn't know that DeAndre was not with the father of her child when it was recent, somewhere around Valentine's Day. And it's not to say that it's forever, but given the nature of this relationship, it might as well probably will be. And for DeAndre's sake, it probably best. Been there before, brokenhearted, ain't no joke. I cried off and on for months. Yeah. That's what I say. It's going to be hard to walk away, walking away from somebody that you love and that's not really what you want, but you have to do it. Ooh, that is the worst. That right there invokes a physical pain in your actual heart. That's how painful that is. But again, it's still better to walk away than it is to be left broken, confused, feeling betrayed, confused. Trust me, because when you're not confused no more, it's not going to be good. And it's going to destroy your trust in another person. And then that disrupts your relationship. So, Thank you, Gracie. It said her brothers are right there for her. Yeah, that's what I said. She has a loving family, but she's the oldest too. And again, she seems to be okay. She could be crying off camera, but I don't get that impression. I get the impression that she left, she took her ring off, and she like, I'm out. That's the impression that I get. And, I'm not surprised. 22, Shadua loves his mom because of his. Queen T and Gracie filling in Crowley. Y'all do that. All right. Lisa said she was helping. She was. Okay. Perfect time for me to say this. I don't know if y'all paid attention to the shorts that I have on this channel, but if you go back about maybe 2 months, this was after Travis's situation. And I just felt motivated to share some tips on how to be in a relationship. In other words, you have to have self-worth. You don't get any brownie points for allowing someone to disrespect you. And DeAndre's situation made me think about something I was going to post, but I didn't. So I'm going to just go ahead and say it right here. All right. If you choose to hold another person down, understand that when they get back up, they're going to be exactly who they were before. That's what happened with DeAndre. Whoever he was before she came along, and she helped him. I understand she helped him with sobriety. I listened to music by one of his exes, Dreezy. She's actually good. She's a good rapper. She really is. And she talks about her story. And I know she's talking about her time with him because she said it. You always call me when you wasted. So this is a person that has some type of, seemingly has some type of guess that's an addiction. I don't know. And it seemed like, DeAndrea being in this person's life was very beneficial for a number of reasons. And that's one of them. But that's what they choose to do. That's what you see. People run back to those that's going to let them do the foolishness that they want to do. And you just got to be okay with it. And I think that's where she is, because she did do a lot. I didn't even know she bought him a truck. And Coach Prime, I saw him on video. He was saying, well, maybe we bought him a truck because he had just given her some money. And she was like, no, that's not what that was for, whatever, blah, blah. So hopefully, she bought him like a nice, the Jeep pickup truck that they came out with. And it was beautiful, customized on the inside, or a beautiful color on the inside. And Coach Prime was thinking he paid for it. And she was like, that's not what that was for. So, but everybody, one thing about it, just reading different sets of comments. Somebody tried to say something about the way Coach Prime raised their kids. I never saw a group of people attack a person in the comments. They were like, you better leave Coach Prime out your mouth. I was like, wow. I mean, not me. I'm reading. And, they were letting people know, look, you're going to have to take that somewhere else. He raised his kids well, So she's probably had lapse in judgment due to emotional stuff. And it happens. It happens. So she seemed to be okay to me, though. Bucky's the one we haven't seen. Hopefully he's okay, because you don't know how he felt about it. I think they were saying that they thought he was going to be the first one to get married. So if he was headed in that path up here, and it didn't work out, then, that's hurtful. That's hurtful. So Snow is a cutie. He is. Oh, I can't wait to see him next year. He's definitely going to be on the field. Watch what I tell you, because he was already up there this year. He was already up there this year. Coach has a huge house. Yeah. Now, which house is it? Is it the first one, or is it the one that the Shedeur, Shiloh, and Bucky were showing him? The one that they said they bought for him, or they asked him to look at? The one with the was that a tennis court? It had a beautiful view of the mountain. I don't know which house he is, but they both were nice. Snow is a Sanders. For sure. I mean, he already looked like Coach Prime to me. He already looked like Coach Prime. And when he was on the show that We Got Time Today, and Coach Prime was talking, I saw him look. I'm like, okay. So, he knows that's, I don't know what they're going to call him, but grand hitter. I think that was the term. Coach Prime is going to be called grand hitter, or that's what Coach Prime calls Snow. Instead of his grandson, he called him grand hitter. I don't know. But he going to be a multi-sport athlete himself. Stockholm Syndrome. That's what it's called. Thank you for that, Kiel. So Kiel just put in the chat, and I posted it on the screen. Stockholm Syndrome is when you have an emotional attachment to your abuser. I want you to understand, an emotional attachment is not just lovey-dovey feelings. You think that you can't function and make it without this person. You want this person who's abusing you to stay around you no matter what. Google it. It's not an easy situation to overcome. It normally requires intervention, and then that still doesn't help. She redid his truck. Oh, that was his truck, and she just had it done. Okay, so that must be what she was telling Coach Prime, that she didn't go and buy that. Because he was definitely, you could hear him on camera saying, maybe we should both get the credit for it. So Bucky loves him, DeAndre. Bucky don't play about none of them, but yeah, that's his sister for sure. Yeah. They didn't buy that house. It probably because he didn't want it. I mean, he just got this other house. And remember, the other house has like a lake. I think he might call it Lake Prime. I don't know. But he has a lake at his other house in Dallas too. So they didn't buy that house. Okay, Lisa, thank you for that. It's been great. Have a good night. Thank you, Regina. Have a good night. I guess we're going to get ourselves out of here. We made it to an hour and 42 minutes. Seemingly thinking that we're going to have a short night, and it turns into What She Said podcast night. We talk and share and interact, and it's actually been really good. So I'm gonna give y'all time to wrap up y'all conversations. There were good interaction in the chat. With people trying to clarify some details. Shout out to Gracie for holding it down, Regina as moderators, and thank y'all for welcoming everybody. Lisa, hopefully we'll see you again. Queen T, thank you for stopping by tonight. 22, as always, thank you. Kiel, as always. Crowley, thank you so much. K. Daniel, thank you for hanging out with us tonight. All right, I see 14 people. Please let there be 14 likes by the time this podcast ends. Hit the like button for me. 400 Circle Media, thank you, fam. Thank you so much. All right, so the game was out here tonight. Excellent. Excellent, excellent. All right, y'all, we're going to get ready to get out of here and put on some music, and then we're going to take us out of here. All right. Thank y'all so much. And happy birthday to Caleb Mathis. Y'all stop by and show him some love on his YouTube or his IG under his name, Caleb Mathis. I think the L is a 1. Shout out to Juju having fun. That was nice to see him having fun like that. It really was. Ben say he the new Shiloh. Look at him spinning the ball. And there's Caden. There's our guy. All right, y'all. Hit the like button for me. Thank you so much. Oh, let me see some more comments. Let's see. It's been great. Have a good night. It said, I love the interaction, all things football. Yes, Queen T. Yes. Working sometimes. Hard to join. Okay, Lisa. All right. Well, we'll see you when we see you. Thank you. If you catch us the replay, just hit the comments for us. You can join the replay game. That's the people that can't make the live stream. So when they see our other content or the live stream later, they just hit they reply for us. So we appreciate you. And we'll see you the next time that we can. Yes, it's a joy to have your insight on things. Thank you so much, Crowley. Thank you so much. And y'all, we have a panel that we're putting together. So y'all make sure if you have your, hopefully you have a football jersey of any sorts. It don't matter what team. It could be your favorite team. If you don't, let me know. Let me know. Have a blessed one. Have a good night. Thank you, Lisa. Thank you, thank you, thank you. All right. So we gonna get out of here.